I'm Rips, and this is another Linux gaming video. I'm back in Feed the Beast, and let's go. I just want to give a quick tour before we go on to the main event of the day. We're going to check out the Twighlight. First things first, I want to show you some of the changes I did since last time. I know last time was a tour, and I'm going to start this off with the tour again, but I did some pretty cool things. First thing is my little back porch is now more of a garden now. One of the first things I did is I've managed to finally make an electric jetpack that allowed me to go and search and get some essential supplies. Like I finally found some rubber trees, so I'm all on the way. I got my little garden here's getting bigger because I needed some seeds so I could get seed oil, so I can make some apiaries. Now the apiaries have allowed me to start bee breeding. Now this is pretty rudimentary. I haven't really gone too far in some of the stuff yet. Clickbait. Kind of. So yeah, one of the problems I had early on is that I could only really use rocky and marshy bees because the initial problem I had was that they did this. Apparently, if you take a look, I'm in a green hills biome. And apparently it's a damp biome. It's like a swamp, I guess, in dampness. So only rocky and marshy bees would work here. So I had to make this. This is an acclimatizer. that just rolls off the tongue. It basically allows me to acclimate bees and force them to be comfortable in certain environments. So I had to process a couple of my bees, like my meadows bees, and I had some other types of bees. Ooh, mossy comb. Right now I'm still in the pretty early stages. I don't have enough honey to be doing a lot. I plan on making automated setup similar to the way Generic Bee does. If you've ever watched Generic Bee's videos, he is pretty much the king of bee breeding right now on YouTube. And this guy is not acclimated to this environment, so he'll have to go in to the acclimatizer to be maybe more comfortable. I don't have this running right now. Actually, I can get that running, so I'll just run this. And I'll turn it off before we leave. Hopefully, actually, I think I'll turn it off once he's acclimated fully. That will make it more comfortable. Now I've filled up my Thaumcraft room. I've got a couple Thaumcraft things going. I haven't made too much. I've just been mostly doing research, and I'm not going to show you. It's pretty grindy, and it's just consuming items one after another, you know. And I haven't really done that, so there shouldn't be too much flux in my environment. I've only made very few objects, like these Nitor. These things are oh so cool. Oh so cool. I love these things so much. They're awesome. See, now I have 4 crucibles. I know that seems excessive, but I plan on having like I'm basing this after a setup. I think actually I don't know. I want to say Doc M, but I'm not thinking that's correct. Did a setup where you put alembics on the side so I collect all the flux so that it doesn't get into the environment, and then I can store into these ward jars around the edges. And I plan on having this whole fancy setup, so it'll as I get more Thaumcraft stuff, it'll look even cooler. Corners. That should do it. Since this is too close to my nether portal, it's just not gonna work. Ooh yeah! Portal to the Twighlight is open. Let's go ahead and now. I haven't told you why I plan on going to the Twighlight. Besides just being an awesome place, I actually have some plans. You know, if you know anything about Linux, you know that Linux has a mascot. Tutti, the penguin. And in the Twighlight, if you can find a glacier biome, you can find penguins. And I believe there's a mod called Soul Shards in this, which allows you to create your own spawners of mobs by just killing a whole bunch of them. So what I'm going to do, and I just realized that I wasn't recording the game audio. What we're going to, now that we're here, I have 2 jetpacks. One to search, and then one to head back here. Oh, before I go, I need to waypoint this place so I don't get lost. So, first things first. Let's see, oh, there you go. Waypoints, add, exit. Just, we're not gonna get fancy here. That should show up on the map. And, yep, it is. Let's get going. Now, first things first, we need to try and figure out where we're going and what we're looking for. Ooh, that's a big tree. I'm not seeing any glaciers on the map, so we're gonna have to go looking around. That thing looks interesting, so let's head there first. And I might cut and clip the video as we go along, because this can get pretty boring. And ooh, there's goats. And what is this? Oh, is this the opening to a labyrinth? Oh, this is pretty close to where we came in. I have to remember this later. I don't want to go into a labyrinth right now. There's some pretty nasty things down there, and I'm not really prepared for that. I'm just penguin hunting. So we'll check out the maze later. That'll be maybe another episode. This is a swamp? Is this, what's it called? A fire swamp. Ooh, these have these little interesting smoke signals. I think I can mine these. Oops. Holy shit. Holy crap. Whoa, whoa. What is that? Those things put up flames? Oh my god, I'm not hanging around here. Well, okay, this is the exact opposite one. We were looking for a glacier. We're looking for ice, and here we got fire. And there is something interesting over that way. Oh, is this where you fight Naga? Oh, that's a oh, what's it called? Yeah, there's a Naga here. Oh, I am not prepped for fighting, you know, Naga. Oh, silverwood trees grow here. I didn't know silverwood trees grew here. What's that? Is that a well? It's a well doing in a fire swamp. I mean, this is gonna be nothing but. Oh man, this place makes me nervous. Oh my god, this place makes me nervous. Stay away from the smoke. I think those things fly up. And what? Oh, it's one of those towers. That's. Is it? It looks a little weird. It's not how I remember them looking. What is this? This isn't the usual Lich Tower, is it? What is this? It's made of something weird. Nah, these graphics are vanilla. They're not following the texture pack. I'll have to go check that out. What is this place? I have no idea what this is. Regardless, there's probably oh my god. Oh my god, there's a gas. It's a flat area, so I'll save my battery power by just running it. Won't drain my battery then. So, oh yeah, so apparently gas spawn in whatever the heck that is. Well, I found it interesting that I spawned so close to a maze. I'll have to keep that in mind. You can get some good stuff in mazes. So, I think you use one of the things you get from a maze to make an uncrafting bench, which could be useful because you can then some pre-built items that you get in like treasures in some place you can then uncraft and get the base materials from. It's pretty useful. I think there used to be an exploit where you could make there was a dupe bug, and my jetpack's dead. I guess that spells it right now. If I'm not, I think that's glacier biome. Oh, it's close enough. I'll go and get there. I can get a bunch of penguins, and then I should have enough power to get back. Oh yeah, look at all those penguins. Oh yeah. Hopefully they'll respawn once I'm done with them. I suppose just a tier 1 would be fine. I mean, I don't need something super fancy. It's not going. that going? If I take that off, maybe. Oh, if these aren't Soul Shard compatible. Oh, they're not. Oh, damn. Oh, I wanted the pet penguin so much. Oh, what am I gonna do now? I guess I'll have to wait until I have a portal gun, then I can pick them up and take them wherever I want. Man, that's gonna be hard to get. It's a ice maze. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, that is a shame. I'm waypoint this right now. I'm not even sure if these waypoints will stay, but these extra realms sometimes don't work with Ray for some reason. And I guess that'll be it for now. I'll have to come back later when I have, man, in order to get a portal gun, I have to get a Nether Star. And to get a Nether Star, I have to kill the Wither. Well, it's a good thing I just found some Nether Wart. In the Nether, I can start making potions now. But yeah, it's such a bummer. Such a bummer. I was really hoping that I could have soul sharded them. Are any of the mobs here soul shardable? What about these deer? No, I guess none of them are. Well, that's lame. Oh, here I was all getting my hopes up. Oh, sorry about that, everyone. And we're back. I am so bummed about that. Oh, so many bums were had. Ooh, skeleton. Might as well charge my existing soul shard. I gotta go recharge my jetpacks now. I could probably keep this one on me for a while, but I need to go charge the other one. It's dead. Zero. Nada. Okay. As you see, I got a bunch of coal coke, which actually works pretty good as a fuel source. I mean, it runs for a long time. I mean, I can power all three of these. So this is my industrial craft. I have the basic essentials for industrial craft, none of the advanced ones. And I'm not sure. The only time I will need to make the advanced ones is because they're required for some of the higher level industrial craft as components in recipes, not actually using them. And the only reason I really need a macerator is because in order to make nano armor, I need coal dust, and you can't make coal dust from a pulverizer. Now, let me explain this setup I have right here. It's a little complicated looking, but it'll make sense once you think about it. These right here are magmatic engines. Basically, they produce a solid, steady 4 Minecraft joules per tick. Per tick. That's like 8 times a second, I think is what it says. So you can actually get a lot pretty quickly. And I have 2 of them stacked up together, so it's effectively 8. But you know, they require lava. It's like, where are you supposed to get this lava? I mean, sure, if I had some kind of transport method from the Nether, or I located this in the Nether, that would be fine. But where am I getting from? Well, I've kind of brought the Nether back to me in the form of netherrack. Netherrack is incredibly easy to mine. You get tons of it, and usually it's worthless. So with a little bit of energy, I can convert netherrack into lava. In fact, I can demonstrate this right now. Yeah, hold on, let me equip. Do I have it on me? No, I don't. Let me grab my crescent hammer. I think I had my other satchel there. No, I didn't. Where did I? Oh, here it is. Sheesh. 2 satchels. I can't remember where I put my stuff. Anyway, yeah. So I'll take this, and these right here are, by the way, are redstone energy conduits. Basically, I use the same thing right here, but instead of using, this is a magma crucible. Instead of melting down netherrack, I melted down redstone, and then I pumped it into this right here, which is a liquid transposer, which then I filled these energy conduits with redstone, liquid redstone, which I use to make these. Now the point of these is they're a lot like the standard energy or energy pipes that you can make in Buildcraft, except they're a lot more efficient and you can control the input output and there's no loss of energy in the process. So they're basically smart pipes, and they only work for one thing, and that's with Minecraft Joules or Buildcraft Energy. This right here is a redstone energy cell. You make an energy cell, then you fill it with liquid redstone the same way you do with this, and to make these. So makes sense. Now what I'm doing is this is actually what's powering the whole setup, and I have it mostly full. I spent a while here. And now I've set this up in such a way so that, see, it trickles out only 5 Minecraft joules per tick, but it will take in the maximum 100. What this allows me to do is that this trickles in, and this will feed the other ones if they're available. But the main point is, and I'll increase that output if I'm running tons of things simultaneously. But for the most part, this is all I need to get the whole system running. Let me switch this on. This is now taking in energy directly from this. See? And this will then take that energy, and once it reaches, I think, 12,000, it'll begin melting the netherrack. It takes 12,000 per one, and that will make, oh geez, I don't know, like 2 buckets or 100, maybe just 1 bucket's worth. I guess 1 millibucket. Basically, they'll just make tons of lava, and then they'll go through here. This is a liquid duct pipe, which is just like these energy conduits, which is one of these thermal expansion smart pipes, and they'll inject them into these engines. I have the engines set on off right now, and then they'll burn them and they'll recharge this. And I figured out the rate is actually it outputs more than it takes in, so I can effectively charge this at the same rate that this is fueling it. But this is only if it's at 5 Minecraft joules per tick, which is actually the lowest. If I was running other things, this throws off the scheme, so I have to be playing accordingly on what I'm doing. I could probably come up with a more sophisticated setup. In fact, I plan on not even bothering with this in the future, the whole lava system, because I am working on a boiler room. Now, I mentioned Generic B before. He has this steampunk boiler room which he made, and I love the idea. It's basically instead of relying on lava and stuff like that to do this, you just come up with the most absurdly complicated setup to make energy possible. And I remember here there was a sugarcane farm earlier. Well, I decided to expand. I decided to expand a lot. So as you can see, I filled this with water so mobs and don't spawn, and so that if lava was encountered, this little guy here would mine out. This guy's awesome. This is a mining turtle. And in Tekkit and other series, you'll probably talk about getting a quarry up to do this kind of job. You don't need a quarry. You just need a turtle. This turtle will work cheap. He does require constant fueling, so that's the downside. And do I have some fuel on me? Yes, I'll give him 2 more. Cokes and kill him. Keep going. There. And he'll go back to mining. He'll go back to right where he was. And this is my little dispenser setup, because right now the problem he has is that he'll just come back to the point where he started, and he'll unload anything into the chest. I didn't write a custom program. I just used the default excavate. It works fine. And what he'll do is after his inventory gets filled up, he'll come back over here, drop it off into this chest. Now in this chest, I have it hooked up to a redstone pipe. I put these 2 so they would drain faster because I wasn't sure at the rate it would go if he would fill up his inventory before he got back. I don't think that was ever an issue, but I was just safe than sorry. I had 2 redstone engines sitting around. So basically what it does is it takes it in there, and that sorts it. Now, when you're mining like this, you get a lot of crap, like cobblestone, gravel, and dirt. You know, stuff you don't really need a lot of. You don't want it. And it'll basically just fill up your inventories that you set up very quickly. That's what happened before. I did some small setups underneath my old base. I did it pretty close to the bedrock because I was just trying to get diamonds. I never got a single diamond in that method, though. It's awful. But this way, what it will do is it'll filter out the dirt I already got 10 stacks of cobblestone. In fact, I probably would have more, but this setup will only put out a few. And I just realized why that's not getting more cobblestone. Is because I have this set up where cobblestone will only go in there. Oops. Hold on. Let me go map that out. There. It should go down there, and then if it comes back up, it'll go down this way. And then this is a void pipe. Void pipes are useful for systems where you don't care what happens to stuff like this. I don't care what happens to this. I mean, I'm collecting some. I might need it for something. I don't think I'll need it, but maybe I will. And it's just kind of a waste just to get rid of all of it. So what it does is it'll deposit some of it into these barrels until they're absolutely full, and then it'll go to the void pipe where it'll effectively just delete it from existence. Because I don't need it. I'm never going to need it. In fact, there's methods in the game to make free cobblestone, so it's not necessary. So the dirt's a little bit of a value. I could use it for certain things. I can use it to make compost and stuff like that. So I doubt I'll ever need that much of it, but you never know. And so what this does is it filters out so that only basically the stuff I don't want goes through, and then everything else goes into these chests. And I've already gotten quite a few things. Crude oil, some ores. I don't know why he deposited coal. He's supposed to be keeping the coal he has to fuel himself. Well, at least I thought so. I might be wrong. Why are these not... What's the difference between these quartz crystals? 2211, 2214. I don't know why they're not stacking. That's weird. They don't stack. Weird. Oh well. Apparently the guy killed a squid down there. Got ink sacks. Killed a squid. I suppose I got squid spawn down there. Look, you see some Thaumcraft. I see some, I don't remember what it's called, infused ore or whatever. I could go down there, but they'll still be there later. And I got a jetpack, no biggie. No rush. But this is just my clever little system. What I'm planning on doing is having going on the well, you might be asking, I didn't explain. Why the heck am I digging this giant hole down there? Well, my sugarcane farm I had before was pretty small, and it could have been much, much bigger. Turns out the sugarcane harvester is capable of a 21 by 21 area. So I mined a 21 by 21 area. When you look at it, that's actually quite big. It's huge. I can make a huge sugarcane farm at the maximum harvesting distance. And then what I'm going to do is take that sugarcane, and then underneath it I'll probably have a wheat farm. Because I don't need wheat for some other things in the future. What I'll do is I'm going to take the sugarcane, where my current setup is, I'm going to put into a fermenter setup. I mean, I was thinking I might set up 2 fermenters just to go through quickly. I might only need 1. I don't know. And then what the fermenters will do is with compost or mulch or I'm not sure if it takes fertilizer, but either something like compost. You put it in there, it ferments it into biomass. Now biomass can be used to power biogas engines, which I'll probably be using the power source thing. All I have to do is put a single bucket of lava in them, and then they'll constantly use this as basically the equivalent of fuel, and it won't consume the lava. So it works pretty good. So I just keep that in there, and then they'll run basically forever as long as I still have that sugarcane harvester going. And the sugarcane will basically keep on growing. They don't require any assistance. They just keep sitting there growing more, and I'll keep harvesting. And I'm glitching on the stone, and it will harvest all of it, convert it into biomass, and then I put it in here. The biomass then I will convert to fuel, biofuel. Now, what's the difference? Well, you can put biofuel into combustion engines and steam boilers. What then I can do is, once I put them in the boilers, well, then I can make basically an unlimited supply of Minecraft joules and electricity. The electricity is a little bit limited because there's actually a part that wears out slowly over time, so it's actually the hardest part about it. But I'll have 2 set up. I might have to do this in duplicate. I'm gonna make another one of these. This is one of these railcraft iron tanks. They can hold a lot. I'll put another one right here to store fuel, just as I kind of have a setup right here. So I'll pump out the biomass, distill it into biofuel, put it back in here, and then I'll pump it into both of the boilers as needed. And then with that, I'll be producing steam. Steam can be used to run engines that produce Minecraft tools, and generators so that I can make electricity. So this will be a pretty cool, efficient setup. And then right underneath them is where I'm going to be growing all the crops to make all this fuel. So I'll have a very nice self-contained system. Pretty cool. I guess that's all I wanted to show you. I'm kind of sorry we didn't really accomplish anything today. I was really kind of hoping to get those penguins. And I'm lucky I found them. I know some other YouTubers have pretty hard time finding the glacier biome. I think it's pretty rare in the Twilight. So the fact that I found one at all in this episode, I guess, is lucky. But I'm sorry my assumption on the soul shards working with them is wrong. I have to wait until the future to start grabbing a couple. When I get a portal gun to take them back here. But look forward to my boiler room. It's making slow progress. And I'll put up several automated farms in that giant hole in the ground. And then this will be a super efficient setup. Also, if you have any suggestions of what to do, other things I can do, I was thinking about setting up an animal farm underneath here. Because I got kind of maybe embedded into the wall, either inside the mountain or exposed. I'm not quite sure which I would like better, because I kind of like the natural mountain look, but of course it's not serving a lot here, and I could do something in between these 2 pillars. So I was considering creating an animal farm right here, so because I'm always needing feathers and leather for various things. So it's kind of a good idea to get one set up. But yeah, give me some feedback on that. I'd like to know what your guys' thoughts on that are, if that's a good idea or not, or if I should build it somewhere else. And give me some ideas to go with my thumb room right here. Right now I just covered it with glass, and it's pretty well, it's a work in progress, and I'm not really liking this roof too much. I was doing a bunch of Thaumcraft grinding, and then it was raining on top of me, and I didn't want rain on top of me, so I just put a quick glass roof, and it did the job. But maybe we can think of something a little more magic looking than just a glass ceiling. So, yep. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.